Hey everyone! I know it has been a minute, but I just wanted to jump on here and send you all a quick update with respect to Moldova Camp this year. It is happening, but we are going to be doing things online for another year in a row. So just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on what we've been planning and how that's all been working, and kind of just give glory to God, because it has been such an answer to prayer to see how things have been being planned this year. And one of the ways is just watching how the Moldovan staff has taken such ownership over the camp this year. In previous years, we did a lot of the planning and they were more facilitating. And now we can kind of see things transition into them taking over and us being more facilitators. So that has been such a joy to be a part of. And I'm really excited to see how it's going to be playing out next year when we're actually going to be there in person. So huge praise item for that. Now let me tell you a little bit about what camp is going to look like this year, because as you can imagine, we are still going to be doing the online English learning, but they actually have a little bit more freedom now that things with COVID have kind of settled down. So what they're going to be doing middle of this month, because I can't believe we're actually in July, happy Canada Day, is that they are going to be camping for 4 days in a row. And so the reason why they've chosen to do this is because they have this desire of creating a love and appreciation for their country. Now, a lot of the kids always have a dream of wanting to leave to go elsewhere in Europe, because Moldova does not have a lot to offer in their eyes. It's the poorest country in Europe. They believe that opportunity is better, in the States or in Canada or anywhere else but home. So one of the things that the Moldovans are really intentional about doing this year is taking them through the country, teaching them about the history of their people, and really producing this love for Moldova, because they want to be lights for the gospel in that country. So if everyone's leaving, how are they going to be a part of that work? And so that's a huge thing that we are really grateful for, that they have the opportunity to do with the kids this year. So they're going to be bringing about 40 children with them. They'll be camping around for 4 days, having Bible lessons in the evening. They've got their meals and lodging and all of these things taken care of, which is great. It's also kind of a blessing because it brings costs down by a lot. So we really haven't had to raise funds this year, which has been, just a little bit of relief. So we're thankful to the Lord that we had the extra funds from previous years to kind of carry us through. And to tell you a little bit about our involvement. So what we're going to be doing is when the kids come back, they'll have about 3 days to rest and recharge. And then we're all going to be jumping online with them. So we've got 4 days of English lessons back to back. And we've got 4 teachers who are going to be teaching on the theme of traveling. So what's really cool with respect to the English lesson and also Bible lesson is how we've been able to integrate this idea of camping. And so one of the things that came to the mind of the Moldovans is, well, we're camping, we are like sojourners. So why don't we make the camp theme citizens of heaven? And so that's a really cool connection that they were able to make. And they're going to be teaching the kids about Abraham for actually the 8 days of camp. So the 4 days while they're out camping, and then the 4 days while we're online. So the Bible is going to be taught throughout those entire 8 days. They're going to be getting the English lessons about travel and vocabulary and idioms and things like that, which they're really looking forward to. And we've actually extended the English lessons. So last year it was only an hour, but the kids have been asking for more, and we don't want to take that away from them. So we're going to be actually upping it to 2 hours of English per day, which is also really exciting, but a little bit more work for our teachers. So please do keep them in your prayers as they work really hard to accommodate for this need. So that is really what camp is looking like. Our camp dates for the English portion are going to be July 29th to August 1st. So a couple of prayer requests I want to leave you with before I go. One is just for time off because we have to take a few days off work instead of being spread out over 2 weekends like last year. So just favor in the eyes of our employers that we'll be able to do that. Another one is for the coordinating of lessons, so among the English teachers, but also our Bible teachers, so that they're not repeating things within those 8 days, but that there's going to be fresh, new, exciting lessons for the kids. Also praying for safety as they travel. over those 4 days, just that everybody's going to be okay, protection from the virus, protection from anything else. When we were there last, a lot of kids got sick, so let's be praying for their health and safety. Also, the craft time. So we're going to be doing crafts with the kids, but as you can imagine, resources there are a little bit slim. So just that we can come up with something creative. We've got 2 craft people, Charlotte Fry and Shirley Keeler, who are going to be working on those. And they're just 2 super creative women. So praying for them as they coordinate. Worship. I'm just looking at my list here. Worship. We haven't really discussed what that's going to be looking like yet. So whether we're going to be getting one person to sing live or using videos from previous camp years, just wisdom in that decision. I mean, however it turns out, I'm sure it's going to be great, but just that we would have that planned out as well. And then for future camp years, I mean, we haven't had to raise funds this year, as I mentioned, but we do hope to see the Moldovans being able to raise more support on their end so that they can be, more locally funded. We, as the North Americans, have been providing a very significant amount. So just hoping that they can start creating those partnerships and those relationships for next year when we actually all get to be there together. So that is the camp update thus far. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I know a bunch of people have been asking me what's going on with camp. Here it is. I thought doing a video would be much easier than typing this all out. So thank you just so much for your partnership in the gospel, for your prayers, for your interest for camp. And I will be sure to keep you posted as more prayer requests come up. Okay, love you all. Bye.